Automotive Trends team is a fan of the Sport Wagon segment, and we are fans of BMW, so it's no spoiler to let you know that we enjoyed this BMW Sport Wagon, largely because Sport Wagons are virtually sports sedans, and we can't do much better for sports sedan than a BMW 3 Series. So what we have here is the 2014 328i xDrive sports wagon, which means that it's got all-wheel drive in BMW speak. Fine by us, not quite as playful maybe as the rear-wheel drive standard model, but certainly more usable in a Michigan winter. So, you know, we like wagons, and this has reminded us why. It's so much more fun to drive than any crossover, no matter how good. But we just truly love the way wagons drive, because really they drive like their sedan that they're based on, and the BMW 3 Series is a great sedan to be based on. It just looks phenomenal to our eyes, actually. The new 3 Series is a looker regardless, but they've lost nothing in the conversion to the long roof wagon here. Very traditional shape, a nice greenhouse with good glass space that makes visibility out of the car quite good. Just a nice modern look to it, but nothing controversial that's going to age badly. So they've got that squared away in our book, and of course looks particularly good on these 18-inch sport wheels as part of the Sport line package that adds a couple $1,000s and a few other options like sport seats and some other good stuff inside. But as a modern BMW, it features the company's 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder with 240 horsepower, but it makes a lot of accessible torque, and it's easy to get at because you're using an 8-speed ZF automatic transmission. Now, yes, we would love a model to be available with the 6-speed manual and rear-wheel drive, but BMW doesn't seem to want to allow us that configuration. So you have to have all-wheel drive, and you have to have the automatic transmission, which is bar none the best automatic transmission in the auto industry, conventional automatic, I should say. This ZF unit is just phenomenal, and BMW has tuned it superbly in all regards. Quick to react to downshifts. It'll hold a high RPM gear if you're really gunning on it. In sport mode, it knows, it instinctively downshifts under braking. It's just tremendous. The shifts are crisp when you want them to be, and smooth and unobtrusive when you're just driving along in regular drive comfort mode. So really a fantastic pairing there. We're a little disappointed, actually a lot of disappointed, because in the wagon, BMW doesn't even give you the option of sticking with the standard manual transmission. You have to take the automatic. So thank goodness it is a great automatic. Outside of that, like I said, we'd also like the option to stick with rear-wheel drive. Why anybody in the southern climates or out west, California coast or whatever it be, can't get a wagon with rear-wheel drive is a bit stupefying in my estimation. But we don't make those decisions. We just deal with what we have, and what we have here is very good. And it's made even better, I think, with a couple of options that our car does have, and one of those is the dynamic suspension, which has the button here on the center console to toggle between Eco, Comfort, Sport, and Sport Plus modes. And that changes a whole host of things, including the adjustable dampers and stuff of the chassis, and it does make a very big difference. Comfort mode is just as advertised, very comfortable ride in all regards, even on these 18-inch low-profile tires. But then you dial it up to Sport, which is simple as tapping up from Comfort to Sport, and things firm up nicely, and it's a ready-to-go attack the back roads BMW that we love. There's even a degree beyond that, Sport Plus, which takes everything to the extreme. Sport Plus is something you're not going to use a lot, but at least BMW offers it. I think the sweet spot, though, for us is Sport mode, certainly accessible on your everyday commute, and will still save your bacon if it needs it. Now, I'm sitting at this stoplight, and I'm reminded of something else that we have here. And the technology on this engine includes a start-stop mode. Generally, I turn it off because it seems to be fairly intrusive, actually, on this vehicle, and that is, it starts with a bit of a quick little shutter, and it's just a little annoying in my opinion. And you know, I'm not going for outright fuel economy savings here, so they do include an easy override to turn that feature off right here by the power push button start. So I like that feature, but it reminds me of something else too. This 4-cylinder is kind of interesting in its character in that at idle, particularly, it's a bit rough actually. It's got a bit of a diesel-like clatter to it. And you're going to get 22 miles per gallon in the city, 33 miles per gallon in the highway. You lose a couple miles per gallon for the all-wheel drive, but like I said, for a lot of customers it's going to make good sense, and it doesn't dampen the driving that much. Now inside, you have most of the 3 Series goodies, such as xDrive, which is refined to be pretty usable these days. However, even as a almost $50,000 car, we don't have navigation included as part of xDrive, nor do we have satellite radio. Those continue to be additional options. And so BMW continues to be stingy with the luxuries in their cars, but we do have heated seats. We do have, like I said, very comfortable, aggressively bolstered seats up front here that fit very nicely. The driving position is great. The paddle shifters respond quickly to whatever command you might have in the transmission. It just bangs out shifts so crisply and intuitively, downshifting under braking when you would want it to. Just a very smart package overall. Heated second row seats, and a couple of things we like back here. For one, BMW smartly includes the ability to just pop the glass so that if you need to make a run to Home Depot for some 2x4s or something that might overhang a little bit, you can still fit those in here and fold down the second row seats. A lot of wagons these days, or even some crossovers, aren't offering the separate glass. The second row seats gives you a lot of options there with a 40, 20, 40 splitting ability. We've got some cargo space under the floor as well for some valuables you might want to keep out of sight or something from rolling around. So pretty smart use of space back here. Overall, like I said, a good looking car with most of the cargo usability of crossovers in the market, things that you'd be looking at like BMW's own X3 or even the Audi Q5. You get a lot of that same usability here, and for $50,000 it's a lot of money, but it drives so well that you'll be happy with your purchase. I can almost guarantee it. The comfort suspension soaks up everything we could throw at it, but a simple toggle to sport mode and to slide the shifter over into sport mode makes this thing absolutely respond very lively and rewardingly. So you owe yourself a trip to the BMW dealer, and when you're thinking about buying a crossover, do us a favor and take a look at one of these. If you drive this first, you will not go wrong and purchase a crossover. Stick with the wagon, you'll be glad you did. Fans of the Sport Wagon, and we've long been big fans of BMW, so it's probably not going to be too much of a spoiler to tell you that we enjoyed this BMW sports sedan because oh, sorry. I just realized that. But as a turbo, it's quite torquey, and so it's pretty easy to access the power at any given point, especially because it is paired to a pretty phenomenal 8-speed automatic. And if I can ever find, oh darn, and where in the world is it? Muck slow.